Yeah, fighting early versus things like a Monkey King, a Disruptor.
Dakota,
It's scary.
the Decrepify comes out, but Mira, he does pick up the first blood with the Thunderbolt. So you lose a rune in the balance, but you do get the first blood on the board here. So it's going to be about 400 gold for Mira coming out. Cost him a lot of mana to get that one, but yeah, never getting away from a Zeus when you try and get that Decrepify off to keep yourself alive, Pugna.
Yep, that's not gonna do it. And this top lane is the one that is the lane to watch for me, because if Nightfall does well here, not only do you get a lot of momentum out of the spider herself, but you're also shutting down Infernal. And
what did that courier ever do to anyone?
Really leans on his high lane presence in order to get momentum in a game, to force people to react to him, take those towers down early. If he doesn't come out of the lane well, it takes a while for him to recover, and he doesn't contribute any like surprise factor or big ult or whatever during that recovery either, as we equalize.
Oh, I love the casualness of that as well. Bottega just gets in range, throws out that Chaos Bolt and says, yep, job done. Dakota, you clean it up.
Gotta trust your guy to get you finish the job for you. We've also got the fundamental forging over on the Chaos Knight. I'm going to see him build bigger neutral items earlier. He had the irrationality queued up until basically the last second here.
Yeah.
Before.
See, I mean, this is pretty good, right? Because you can get that. Is it the tier 5 coming through before, you know, you're gonna have a massive gap between that and anybody else getting yours. So yeah, it is a really nice boost here for the Chaos Knight to be able to pull that through. And setting up, you know, you have the items, you know, with big impacts coming through that you're going to be able to get. Maybe the Stygian Desolator coming out. You maybe go for that Helm of the Undying. You know, there's just so much that you can pull off if you can get that early tier 5.
Yeah, but 35 plus is still pretty late. In that regard, of course, like the big impact, you don't have a facet. I don't want to say you don't have a facet, but the real impact and the real possibility of that game turning potential comes in fairly late. So that's what I'm trying to say. There is a trade-off here.
See, Mira gonna get pulled back again. There's gonna be no follow-up with the Chaos Bolt here from Bottega. Just again putting a little bit of aggression out onto Mira, but not looking for the kill. He's gonna come forwards though and putting a little bit of damage onto Hakoda. So Hakoda gotta be careful too. Does have that salve and trying to play around the Lotus. It looks like the Zeus is going to be able to get it out. Yeah, even popping, you know, trying to change around that clarity here. So I'm not going to be contested out from the side of Yellow Submarine. And if you're looking, you know, overall on the board in terms of the pressure that you're trying to put on the map, you're saying about trying to, you know, stifle this Lycan, but do you maybe want to try and put it onto the mid lane while you know that the Kiyotaka are going to have a good time up against December?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to make it very natural to rotate into the mid lane. But on the other hand, that also means that Kiyotaka doesn't need a lot of help there unless you have info that the enemy is coming in to try and save their Ember from drowning, right? Yeah. That is very much what's happening right now. Morel is on the struggle plus.
Okay. Yeah, and we see Bottega going to be able to get another kill here in the bottom lane up against Mira. So Mira kind of... Okay, he did get first blood. So... He's still... Oh, Panto, though. Top lane will go down to Sayush. But yeah, okay. This is Yellow Submarine 4 kills now to 1. At least Aurora get 1 on the board. But Yellow Submarine picking up where they left off in that last game.
Yeah, certainly with the kill score. A big difference on that mid lane, though. And on the top now as well. 1-1-1 for Nightfall. Probably going to get a second point into the Insatiable Hunger, if I had to guess. And that's where it's going to become really hard for Infernal to actually win these trades versus the Spider. So I think his best time in this lane has passed.
Do you look to win this lane though once the Lycan, or are you just waiting to outlast, you know, wait for the Bruno to start jungling? Bottega And another kill out now as well. There's going to be... Oh, the glimpse comes back, so they're going to be able to turn it back around here onto the Chaos Sniper. That does mean that they know this Broodmother is alone. So the rotation's coming in mid lane here. Is he going to be able to get on top side? With the rotation out onto the Snapfire. They do connect here with the Scatter Blast. And it looks like Little Shudder coming out as well. Kiyotaka, though, he does have that lifesteal coming out with Jingu Mastery. Morel trying to do what he can. Chains are going to be here now as well. Slide of Fist. Morel gets the kill. And all of a sudden, this dynamic in the mid lane might have just shifted a little bit here, but Morel having to go back to base, get that heal up. So Sayush stepping forward, getting some solo XP on these creeps in the mid lane. But yeah,
losing the monkey, that's painful. And great reactions by Yellow Submarine and like the information that they get on the map here.
Oh, balance. It does connect out. Sayush. Jump comes forward. The glimpse is going to be here now as well. Sayush, he might go down. Thunderbolt is going to be here as well. So Kiyotaka gets the credit for the kill. Going to take some damage back from that one here. But again, you know, both supports are here. So Panto as well as Mira showing themselves. We'll see if there's going to be any reaction here from Yellow Submarine. Did they get... Okay, Decrepify out onto the wards to keep that one going here. Kiyotaka is going to be able to take it down again. Kiyotaka, a ranged hero in disguise here, this Monkey King, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and just... Aurora's cheating. They brought 3 guys. That's not fair.
Top lane, they're going to try and go. The cookie comes out onto Nightfall. Nightfall can get back himself away. There is going to be the webs down here. Little Shudder coming out. Only the one connected out onto Nightfall. Nightfall still taking a bit of damage, but again, he's going to be on the webs. So he's going to have himself an okay time moving around. And the Wolves just constantly being set at the Spider now as well, though. Infernal does have that level advantage onto Nightfall, but Nightfall going to pop the Insatiable Hunger. Not going to be able to get the right clicks out onto the Wolves, so not going to be able to get full lifesteal out here. And it looks like Infernal might try and go, but meanwhile, in the river around the Roche Pit, Akoda, he is going to be low. They get the kill onto Panto first here. It's going to be traded off. Akoda does go down. Morel trying to get himself away. Sayush backing himself up. Backing him up, excuse me. There is going to be the cookie. Double balance comes out here. Zero in chains. What can they do underneath the towers on this top part of the map? Trying to move over to the shrine. The cookie's not going to get him onto the high ground. Infernal, though, is waiting. Kiyotaka going to try and wait to trade this one off, and you cannot fight this one as the Lycan, because Kiyotaka just gets that lifesteal, takes control, and it looks like both shrines are going to go the way of Aurora.
Radiant's top tower is under
Nightfall
attack.
lurking. He needs a little bit of recovery here. It's not going to get all of his HP back, and that means that Infernal's just going to hound him.
And yeah, I was going to ask you before we were rudely interrupted about 2 minutes ago about you know, the players trying to take fights and get these kills. What are they thinking while we're trying to talk? But Infernal, you know, he's going to have that Helmet Dominator coming out. You were saying about him not winning this lane up against Broodmother?
I thought so, but especially because I thought that there would still be a support here over on the side as well. But instead, Nightfall's been spending most of his time chasing after these wolves, trying to kill them, and not getting good trading with the Insatiable Hunger at all.
What did you learn?
Morel going to be getting himself another kill as well.
What's this? He is so poor right now, and he's playing in the exact same place where he was playing last time around when he was the king of the mid lane. He's gonna get punished for that.
Yeah, I mean, he jumps himself back here. He's got 1 charge left on his bottle here too, so they might be able to put pressure on the mid lane. But while that's going on, Yellow Submarine trying to mount an offense up against this tier 1 tower in the top. Even Infernal, you know, sending the Centaur around the back as well. So with the Pugna Nether Blast doing a decent amount of damage, and the Spiderlings are starting to come out. But how vulnerable are they to, you know, the Scatter Blast? You've got the Nether Blast coming out. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to be cleaned up as they show on the lane. Good lane. We might try and make another move here now as well. The rotation's coming in from Bottega. Do they have enough control to take that? It's Monkey King. Monkey King trying to move himself away. Mukong comes out, but he still have enough. Bottega gets the credit for the kill. On the top lane, though, there is going to be the arena out on Infernal. Infernal in that wolf form. Not going to be able to run himself out of this one. So going to be that 1-for-1 trade coming out here. Panto is going to get low. The Wolves and the Centaur putting some pressure out onto the Disruptor, but won't be able to get the kill out. So that is going to be a 1-for-1. And it feels like Aurora, this time around, they are finding these trades. You know, when they lose one, they do get one back, it feels like.
Sports are on the move. Nightfall gets to hold on to this tower. He really desperately needed some numbers to come in, so that's a great rotation from Toronto Tokyo. And in general, Toronto Tokyo is the one leading the charts currently. So for Aurora, if you want the man to make the moves, to have a good game, you have already succeeded in getting him through the laning stage. This is is big news for them.
Yeah, are we still going to be seeing a... I mean, I assume it's going to be the Blink Dagger next, but I think it's going to be a little bit quicker than the 15 minutes, 16 minutes that we saw for Toronto Tokyo in the last game. Well, depending on how the rest of this game goes going forward here, Kiyotaka is going to step up. The rune, though, is going to be on the top part of the map. Hakoda is guarding it, and the Arcane rune will be picked up by Morel. So maybe this is going to be another window coming through for the side of Yellow Submarine to look for a pick-off and moving towards the top lane, moving towards the Broodmother, but there is a ward down here, so Nightfall should be able to play around this one in the trees. Yeah, play this one defensively. Slider Fist into the Nether Blast, getting a couple of these spiders. The Slider Fist just keeps going and going and going, though, and will actually take down a majority of those spiders. And don't forget, everybody, if you want to get involved, head yourself over to the 1x app or website. Use the promo code on the screen right now, RESD2, for that up to 100% bonus on your first deposit. Ember Spirit, he's gonna try and... Does he actually want to try and fight this round? The multi-kisses might be off the mark here, but Panto, one remnant jump in and Slider Fist. They will be able to get the kill. While that's going on, though, the arena's out. Bottega, what can you do? Gonna be level 7 with Kiyotaka trying to do the damage with that Wukong's command. He's gonna live for a little bit longer, but he will eventually find the kill here. But Aurora with a double kill takes on both supports. Mira will pay with his life. Toronto Tokyo at least getting the kill onto Bottega now. Do they want to try and go out onto Kiyotaka? Kiyotaka going to slow down. The life drain comes in as well. Spear to the tower now. Morel, did you want to carry and chase on to Kiyotaka? Kiyotaka taking the damage as well from that urn. What's the Kiyotaka? Does he want to go? The balance strike. They do take down Toronto Tokyo. Do they want to go for more? Again, that life drain being baby birded back into Morel. So he's looking pretty darn healthy if they want to carry on going.
The tower isn't going to last long.
This Ember Spirit is ridiculous.
It looks like Dire fortified their structures.
I'm a little shocked.
The tower is under attack.
How much you're getting away with right now.
Yeah, Thunderguts comes out here. They might be able to go into Morel. Morel, can he get himself away to safety? The Remnant, yeah, he is away as Infernal. Takes down Panto. I'm not sure what Panto was trying to come over there for, but it will cost him his life. Ooh, okay, Morel onto Mira. And yes, 6-0 and 3. And Morel only had one game in the last... only had one game. Well, of course he only had one game in the last game. Only had one death in the last game, right? As they might be able to go into Kiyotaka once again. Kiyotaka low, but Morel with not a lot of... Maybe with a AD rune, though. Is Kiyotaka going to stick around? No, he's going to go back to the fountain. And
while that was going on, we had a little 4v4 in the mid lane. There was also a scuffle up top, with the top tower now falling. Infernal taking that one down.
Dire's middle tower.
Nightfall in recovery mode, though.
Let's see here, because the Scatter Blast, it will connect. Nightfall going to be dragged back. The Cookie on the Wild Wing Ripper, it does connect now as well. Little Shredder out. Nightfall trying to run himself away. The webs do come through. It's going to be a little bit more on that Little Shredder. He's going to go for the TP. No! Sayush says you stay right there. And the Scatter Blast gets the kill here. Yeah, and they're going to go. I mean, they have this AD rune, so no reason not to stop here. No reason not to stop. No reason to stop. No reason to stop for the side of Yellow Submarine as they just continue to pile on the pressure on Aurora.
Once again, that mid tower falls early. Ember Spirit free reign to move around into the enemy jungle.
Oh no.
Where...
Morel, he's going to see the stacks.
Oh no, or oh yes?
I mean, well, the dire stacks, so oh no if you're looking at it from the side of Aurora. Oh yes, I guess if you are your Morel and your fancy Yellow Submarine there, he does get about half the creeps on that stack.
Good news for him. His Reign of Terror, I don't want to say it's over, but he's going to play this one more careful than the last time around, because there is a Disruptor here, and Panto has level 6. He could just decide to drop the Static Storm on top of you and say, that's enough of your... I've had enough of your bullshit. So...
I mean, he's got the Q up here for the Yule Scepter. Do you expect... You'll step to them maybe back into that Kaya, pick up the Sands this time around, or does he go a little bit more defensive with a BKB? How do you want to build this Ember Spirit up?
I think after the Yules you're feeling pretty good in that game, because that's also going to protect you from, for example, Orchid coming out on that Broodmother.
Oh, they're going to try and take a fight here. The Thunder God's Wrath comes out with that Static Storm as well. The TP away though from Toronto Tokyo. Can they kill at least out on 2? They do. They get the lockdown on his Disruptor. Panto will fall. Glimpse gets used, but not before he does die in Infernal. He has that Black Dragon up now. It's going to be the full Helm of the Overlord coming out for the Lycan in this Bat Wolf form. I don't even know how to describe this cosmetic, but they will be able to put pressure out onto the tier 2.
Radiant's middle tower could use some help.
And I was talking about how the
top
Brood Mother
tower
is
is
not
under
dealt
attack.
with, but honestly, when her game is in the gutter like this, that doesn't really matter all that much. Instead, the game that she would have liked to have is being played by this Lycan.
And while all this is going around the map, Bottega's getting free farm out now. He's making the rotations. He's with his team when he needs to, but he is finding that farm. He is going to be the top of the net worth. He's going to go towards the Orchid, it looks like, too. He's already got that tier 2 out on the poor man's shield, and going to be hitting up that tier 3 quite soon as well. So again, another advantage come through for Bottega. And this is where I know you were talking about the 35-minute mark being so far away, but even just being able to get that one neutral, the level 2 instead of level 1, just the level 3 instead, just that bit of a buff up, that if you can get the control out, that 35-minute tier 5, it isn't where the power spike comes in, it's where you look to close out the game, it feels like.
And right now they're completely on trajectory for that.
So
Only they're gonna probably take it a little easier right now, just because Morel is threatened.
Panto! Oh, Morel's going to try and get in here. The Searing Chains did get the kill out onto him. He's going to get low, but I don't think Panto's going to go down. It's not going to be enough to get the kill out there. There was no charge on him from the urn, and it won't be enough here, but who will go down? It's going to be the Monkey King. Morel, he just carries on going and going and going and going. There is no off button on Morel. He might even find Mira here. Mira getting away the Spirit Vessel out. They have the damage, and an Infernal. He takes down the Zeus. It's going to be looking like a tier 2 tower 16 minutes into the game. Okay,
Dire
fortification
structures are
is going to be
fortified.
used. And
No,
is this going
that's
to be
a little rich.
Dire's middle tower
Man,
isn't
the
going to
amount
last
of
long.
damage that Panto cops immediately at the start of the fight makes it so hard for him. And you can see the adaptation on Morel there, right? The remnants not necessarily used aggressively, but only as an option. He's mostly slighting and chainsing right now, and he's leaving the run into
Dire's
the
middle tower is
Lycan
under
creeps,
attack.
and that's enough to tear through these supports already.
Yeah, look at Nightfall. He's going to be going towards the Manta style, but net worth-wise here, going to be about 1,300 behind. And yeah, the Infernal just sends his dragon in. No Dragon Knight, no problem. This Black Dragon still does so much tower damage that it's an easy pickup. Infernal doesn't even need to be there. He just has, the Black Dragon. Oh, multi-kisses are going to come in on Toronto. Tokyo is going to try and go for TP, but I think we have the damage. They just barely clean it up before the TP connects. And again, I think just the way they're playing this one, even the Thunder God's Wrath coming out there from Mira to try and spot out, but Toronto, Tokyo, no way out of that.
And he's having a lot better of a time than the last game around, and he's making decent progress on the BKB here. But that BKB is also necessary for him to get to play the game at all again at this point.
Yeah.
Nightfall is a non-factor. Yutaka scraping together a BKB of his own.
Yeah, he's just, like I said, Bruno are trying to go for that Manta to try and, I guess, help out against this Orchid that Bottega has. And, standard Broodmother build anyway, but it will help there. But Bottega, again, he's got the armor, he's got that Orchid, he's going to go towards a Manta of his own. He's going to have an Aegis here if you want to give it his way too. Maybe even you give it over to Morel if you want to, because he is the one throwing his body on the line,
Yeah,
throw himself into the fight. So, yeah, no reason not to, I guess.
No, you have a disruptor-shaped
good's
reason
happening to
to, in
Radiant's
fact,
bottom
explicitly put that Aegis onto him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Radiant have
You
fortified
trade
their structures.
the Aegis for the Static Storm in the worst scenario for you. You'll do that in a heartbeat, because after that, you're free as a bird.
Top lane.
We see what Morel does when he's free.
Be able to find out Mira here or Toronto, Tokyo. Toronto, Tokyo trying to hide himself away. Those wolves are scouting. We'll see the Mars. Do they want to try and fight this one? It looks like Morel might try and make a move over. And Toronto, Tokyo again, build it into the BKB, but won't have it just yet. So Siren James come out. The arena will be here for Toronto, Tokyo. Trying to keep himself alive. Has that TP. Gonna have to go for it in the river. But again, Yule Scepter comes out from Morel. He uses that Sleight of Fist to get the vision. And he might be able to get the kill out onto. I'd say might. They will be able to get the kill out on Toronto, Tokyo with this Black Dragon once again. again. This might just be another tier 2 tower going down. 19 minutes into the game. Yellow Submarine, they're not done just yet. Can he get the kill onto Panto? The drag back comes in. Bottega claims his life. And 21 to 6. 19 minutes into this game. Yellow Submarine, it's like that last game never ended.
They're beating on Dire's
Yeah,
top
Apart from
tower.
different heroes and, you know.
Yeah, but Aurora is still just stuck in the blender,
Yeah.
getting chopped to bits. And Panda was playing that so carefully
Beating on
too.
Dire's top tower.
They might be able to get a kill onto Sayush here, which, again, Constellation coming in. Do they give it over to Nightfall? No, they don't. Nightfall is trying to run himself over, but Kiyotaka just wants to make sure 100% of that kill gets claimed. And while this is going on, look at the damage with the Lycan creeps coming in. You know, those wolves, that black dragon. In fact, they might just be able to go out onto. Do they want to try and fight this one? Yeah, Mira has to back himself away.
Oh man, underestimated the fact that these chains coming out of the remnants.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's bullshit.
It is strong.
Yeah.
And
So last year we were all speculating about when people were going to start going into the chain gang.
yeah,
It's taking a couple of changes still. But I'm glad it's the top tier right now.
I was just say, yeah, it did feel like you're saying that it was the other way around, the double impact coming out, and it took a while here. And like you say, maybe just the changes, but even when they got changed, it felt like players were so hesitant to swap off.
Yeah, because listen, laning impact can be felt immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
Building in for like the extra utility and having extra options late game, that's something that you gotta learn how to wield.
Oh, Zeus. Oh, no. Oh, Mira. They're going to try, but again, the chase down coming through. They might be able to take the wolves down, though. Can they actually? The Black Dragon's fast, though. He might be able to get on top of Mira here now as well. It's one more right click, and Mira will go down. And again, the heroes don't even need to be here to get this kill. Monkey King, they might be able to see side shit, but again, the rotation coming in from the Emissary. He's got that AD rune now as well. Panto going to be taking a little bit of damage. Nightfall going to try and do what he can. The Aegis is still here, though. Can they get the kill? Yosef to come out. Emissary trying to keep himself alive as long as possible. Will pop. No, the Aegis has the remnants. Excuse me, he has no remnants. Not down. He has a sleight of fist. He has the Searing Chains if he needs them. But what can he do here? Flame Guard coming out as well. Morale. He's taking so much damage. The Cookie, it's not going to be enough. They will be able to get the kill. Nightfall takes him down. And it looks like Sayush might be the extra on top there too.
That was a little disrespectful.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower is gone.
No, your Lycans are gonna show up.
Fog left behind.
Your CK also nowhere near, no towers, no TP points.
And
Radiant's middle tower.
yeah, you look at Bottega did at least take down the tier 3 tower, while the rest of Aurora were committed out on the bottom part of the map there, so he did find a bit of an opening. But yeah, that was, I mean, he got one death last time. Let's see if he's going to be able to keep it to one death this time here on Morale.
You get one. Everybody gets one.
And I think the main thing is we've not seen Yellow Submarine group up, you know, as a team. It's always been in 3s and 4s, it feels like. You know, they've not run themselves in as a 5 to really take over this game here up against Aurora. So, you know, if they can then find the winner, maybe it's going to be the next Roshani, or maybe that's what they're going to be waiting for. But, you know, maybe they're given a window for Aurora to get back into it, or maybe they're going to be able to get the hunt down onto Panto, and Panto not going to be able to survive through this.
No, I'm gonna put it the other way around. The way that they've been splitting is precisely why they're so far ahead already.
Get the damage out. Ooh, it was close, but not close enough to get the kill onto the Mars. But again, you had to use a BKB to get the TP out there.
That was the BKB reveal, I think. It's a sad time. And now the Broodmother's lane is going to get shoved back again. Probably going to see the tier 2 here fall.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped
Morale's
away.
not,
The tier 1.
Morale's not slowing down here, yo. We were talking about playing a little bit more defensively around that static storm, but Yosepta comes out, but he's just going to go back Kaya into the Ags once again here for Morale.
Believes that he has enough pressure. I mean, the supports are still easy pickings. And all 3 of the cores were needed last time to take him down as well. I can see why he's confident to say, like, I'm just going to be a nuisance. If they want to focus me down, that's fine, because there's 2 more cores, and those are going to have free reign now.
Yeah, Aurora going to be revealed by the dust on the bottom part of the map, but his teammates aren't coming in. Nightfall 3 on top of him here. Static Storm is out, but he's still going to live for a little bit longer here. Can he get the kill out onto the perimeter? He will finally fall, but this is buying time for the rotation from the rest of the Yellow Submarine here. Toronto, Tokyo. He drops that arena, and it's going to be Infernal caught inside of it now. The spear comes out. Multi-kisses are going to drop. Can they get the kill onto the Lycan? They do take him down, and again, the
1 by 1.
carry isn't here. Yeah, Yellow Submarine. This is a little bit uncharacteristic for them in this series so far. Sayush will fall next, but the M Spirit wasn't really ready to engage. You know, the Chaos Knight wasn't here. And Yellow Submarine, Aurora now are moving as that group of 5, and Yellow Submarine not ready to match that just yet.
No, I was surprised to see several heroes backing off after the Lycan had already gotten into position for the tower, and that means that when Aurora respond in force, they instead get caught off guard. Clearly not quite, because Bottega wants to Blink Dagger. I can see that that's going to be a good next step, but you're all right now. Maybe that Aghanim set we're not worth waiting that long for Owen, where we've actually switched it up. Bottega has gone in for the Bloodthorn instead.
Okay. And he does have himself the Outworld staff here as well. I've seen, you know, a lot of talk around the Outworld staff. How do you feel about that, just as an item in general?
Radiant's bottom tower's got
My opinion about neutral items is simple. If they're good, the fact that they're free but like mostly RNG is a problem. If they're not good, why are they in the game? I think it's stupid.
There's going to be the status zone put out here. Toronto, Tokyo pops up BKB. There's going to be no BKB on the Chaos Knight as that matter starts coming up in 1 second. Is he going to live through this one though? It looks like he's going to be able to get it off. Can he find the right one? Bottega, he's going to even be able to pop the full ultimate there as well. Run himself away, pop the armlet, and they turn it around onto the Mars, but it will cost Morel his life. Trying to keep his carry alive here. And Infernal, what's he going to try and do? Because again, it just feels like Yellow Submarine, they aren't ready to fight as 5, and they're giving up one after the other in terms of kills, and the rest of the team then scrambling to catch up. So, you know, do they just need to stick? Is it handhold time? You know, are we kind of playing the buddy system now? Do we need to be, you know, saying, okay, no, you all stay as a group now?
I mean, they're adapting here, right? This one was pretty much an equal exchange. Bottega survives, luckily enough, even though he does not have a BKB up versus a Mars and a Zeus. That's I'm quite surprised he got out of that alive, honestly.
Yeah, I think he got down to about 70 health, or just, you know, thereabouts, and, you know, was able to armor toggle himself to safety. So we'll be able to, but again, it cost Morel his life, because that's one of the things that nobody's running BKBs. Lycan is going to build his now, but nobody's running BKBs on Yellow Submarine. So again, maybe a little bit of hubris being punished on the side of Yellow Submarine. Yeah.
As we watch this this earlier over chase here, they're just 3 versus 5.
Yeah.
Tier 1's still up.
And you can see the atmosphere is just like, yeah, no, I'm out. You know, so do your best. You know, and Bottega wasn't there at all in that fight. He could have come through the twin gate if he really wanted to, but he just didn't make a move. He was just too busy farming.
No, his timing to get into that fight wasn't right either at all.
Yeah.
Like, that was absolutely the correct call.
And it's going to be the Blink Dagger for the Chaos Knight into the Shard. I get it, but I think there needs to be a BKB there somewhere.
There does need to be a BKB there somewhere. Listen, the way that they've been winning so far is by finding jumps or finding enough pressure with especially the Lycan creeps that the supports have to back off, that Toronto Tokyo gets caught in a weird positioning, that the fight is too spread for Aurora to control anything. Yeah. But in order to do that, you have to still be a threat. You have to make sure that they indeed need to split up because Infernal is running in. That is no longer the case. We're not at 16 minutes anymore, where the Helmet of the Overlord is the be-all to end-all.
Yeah, I feel like an old man, you know, when you're telling the kids to wear the helmet and the shin pads, when they're going skateboarding, but they're there for a reason. I know they might look uncool to wear, but they do protect you when you need them.
They sure do, especially if you actually want to group up versus this Mars.
Yeah. At least it is going to be there for the liking though. So I think that's one of the big things, that he's been controlled through the shapeshift form, that he's not having, like you're talking about, that impact get into the back lines, get into the supports, which the BKB will now allow him to do. Going to be going into the Basher 2, which I assume it's going to be the one that he sells and not the brown boots. But yeah, just seeing what the build-up's going to be, just looking across the board as well. So it's going to be the Shivas for the Ember Spirit. Tega has the BKB queued up now after that Blink Dagger does come out.
Finally.
Yeah. Nightfall, he's got his own BKB. It's going to be a fresh 9-second one. The Butterfly is here as well. Chrysalis being queued up. Chrysalis completed, excuse me. Daedalus being queued up here for him. Monkey King has the Diff Blade, has the Nullifier. BKB's up for him. That has one charge used already. The Scythe out for the Mars. This is going to be really nice for the Mars. Getting that control off. Being able to
that Ember.
Yeah. Because the Ember Spirit, there's no Lincoln Sphere, there's no BKB. He's using that, relying on that Yule set to protect him. But if that Hex comes out, what's he really going to be able to do?
Absolutely nothing. The only problem is that you gotta find them first. So to get the information right now that the Ember is all the way on bot. Alright, does that mean that they just go? Yeah, they're just gonna go. They need to get that man specifically.
Yeah, they're going to try and go here. They get the Hex out onto the Ember Spirit now. Again, there's no protective items. Nightfall comes in, they try to fly out, but Nightfall, he is going to have that Mad Style. They get the kill onto Morel. Can they actually try and fight any more from this one? Because the rest of the Yellow Submarine are coming in. Nightfall is waiting around here. TP away. BKB coming out. They might be able to blow Kiyotaka now. Do they have the damage to get a kill onto Kiyotaka? Kiyotaka is going to get low, but it's BKB keeping him alive. And again, Bottega, no way to deal with this one. Has to pop his Manta Style. Trying to armlet toggle his way to safety now as well. Nightfall's BKB, it might wear off, but the glimpse comes back. Bottega, he is dead. And Aurora, from the ashes, it feels like in this game. And again, this is just... It feels like Yellow Submarine... No, I'm not going to say that Aurora aren't winning this game, because they are putting the effort in, they're finding the pickoffs, they are finding the kills, but Yellow Submarine are definitely losing this game. They got way too cocky, and they've just given up so much in the last 10 minutes or so.
Agreed. You can get away with itemization like this if you keep on squeezing your enemy, if that gold differential is still building up, if you're not giving away any silly pickoffs. But instead, unfortunately, they gave away a couple of fights that were just completely unnecessary. And then that greedy itemization, that where you're counting on just being able to lay in enough damage to the enemy can't stop you anymore, instead comes back to fight you.
Yeah, and we're going to see another fight breaking out here. Wukong's man comes through, and this time they will be able to get the kill onto Panto, getting the chase down. Toronto Tokyo trying to run himself away, but it is going to be a dinosaur right on his case. Sausch will fall to Nightfall here. Morel takes down Toronto Tokyo as Akoda will fall, and still no respawn on the Chaos Knight, so it was a good fight here for Yellow Submarine just to trade out. You'll get a call from this. They might not be done just yet either. Getting the kill out onto Kiyotaka. Kiyotaka trying to get himself away. The Spirit Vessel, Mischief trying to dodge it off, but Morel will get the kill. So Yellow Submarine, this is a lot better of a fight. A lot more sensible, finding the supports first, finding the pressure, finding the heroes that don't have the BKBs still, and finding the timing around this one straight into the Roche pit now.
No good way for Toronto Tokyo in that fight either, right? The only reason they won that previous fight was because they gunned it straight down towards the Ember Spirit.
Oh, Panto.
Roche.
What are you going to do with Infernal? Nightfall's going to try and get himself into this one now as well. Does he pick up the Aegis? Who's going to be able to get it still on the ground? Nightfall, he gets the snatch! Nightfall, he's going to be able to get the kill on Bottega now to Morel. Trying to get himself away to safety. Using those remnants, has to go the distance on this one. And Bottega, he had his Queln Blade. He just could not find but what?
Oh,
what?
Sad.
That's what it was. I go into the Roche pit, that Queln Blade straight into the backpack, making sure I have the space, and they just couldn't get the pickup on it.
Absolutely. I mean, maybe they thought that they weren't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Mars dead, no Hex.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Are
attack.
you really gonna run in? Well, yeah, and in fact, Disruptor even blinked in order to get all of the vision before he dropped that savage on there.
Yeah, and now Nightfall has a shield rune, has an Aegis, has a Daedalus.
As a butterfly.
As a butterfly. BKB's on cooldown, but he still has a BKB. So, you know, he's putting out elite crits, is what he's putting out here in Nightfall as he farms these creeps up.
He is. And who's gonna buy an MKB here? I mean, you have the Bloodthorn over on the Chaos Knight, right?
Yeah.
But
again, BKB, Manta style.
yeah,
You know, goodbye
style.
Bloodthorn.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, Miral. Oh, he has the back of Sayush if he really was in danger there. Yeah, you look at the net worth here, 29 kills to 18, 35 minutes in. But it's a 3k lead now for Yellow Submarine. Yo, overall, that net worth lead has crashed down from about 11, 12k on the side of Yellow Submarine to only 3,000 gold.
Well, 35 minutes on the clock.
Yeah. Let's see what Bottega's going to go for here. Pick up a... Then that is the thing, you have a 15-minute window where you have that, you know, that tier advantage. So let's see if they can make it pay off as Hakoda going to be caught out now as well. They drop the Nimbus. They might just drop Hakoda. Yeah, no way out of this one. Nightfall gets the credit for the kill. Pops up BKB though. There's not going to be any aggression. Or is there going to be aggression? There is. Infernal comes in. Trying to get on top of Toronto, Tokyo, but Infernal has to run himself away. The damage is overwhelming. Infernal now has to get out, but Morel takes over, gets the kill onto Toronto, Tokyo. The arena is up and Infernal going right back into this one. Can they get the kill onto Kiyotaka? Kiyotaka out with that Wukong's command, and Infernal has to run himself away once again though. Can they get the kill out? Do they take down Nightfall? He might just know. Sliver of health. And that was a pop on the Aegis as well, but Bottega with the blink, he will catch up. Gets the kill out, and Nightfall will fall.
And I'm sure that Nightfall thought that, okay, well, fine, he's used this Bloodthorn on my first life. Surely that means I get to trade out for the second, but
yeah,
loses the battle versus Bottega here.
Oh, Bottega isn't done it either. He's hunting out onto Mira. Mira, he's going to be seen underneath that ward. Was that Blink Dagger coming out for the Chaos Knight? He's looking to cut his path off now. It's 5 seconds away on that cooldown. Mira, it is nighttime, so wasn't seen by the creep, so instead he might just go for this tier 2.
And I want to point out how cleverly that fight was fought by Yellow Submarine. Getting all of the vision, you BKB your Lycan, you run him in, and you can say like you don't get anything out of that, but actually that was enough information to determine how the fight was split. Make sure that Toronto Tokyo had basically nothing left by the time the Ember goes for him. And that also means that neither of the other two cores is capable of helping Nightfall, who's going mano a mano with Bottega and losing.
Oh, let's see, they might go for more. No, okay, the instant blink away here from Toronto Tokyo. He was looking from behind, but doesn't have that arena up just yet. Drive back in. There is going to be the static shot out, but the blow comes through arena though, out onto Bottega. Bottega, can he get himself away? He's not going to be able to toggle that armor. He will go down again. Still no BKB for him. I think he might have just had it coming in on the current. Now the drive back Hakoda. He should go down here. The life drain is going to keep him alive a little bit longer, but they are going to be able to pick up 2 more heroes on the side of Aurora. Maybe make it. No, Infernal's got that wolf form out. He's going to be able to get himself away to safety.
Well, only
Dire's middle barracks are taking
a single
fire.
range racks lost here. I think you feel pretty good about this as Aurora. That could have gone a lot worse for you.
Yeah, and
Submarine once again having to reset.
nobody used the BKBs on Aurora there as well, so there's not this 90-second window now where, you know, or 95-second window, excuse me, where Yellow Submarine can try and take a fight, knowing that they can get the control off. But still, Yellow Submarine, they did break the base. That is a big opening if they can cleanly win another fight.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Nightfall.
We've got a ways left to scale on Yellow Submarine though. We haven't even talked about the Lycan Wolf bite yet.
Radiant's middle tower.
And in fact, he's not even thinking about the Aghanim Scepter at the moment.
Pika, oh, okay. Quick blink away there from Broodmother. Sees the cookie in the air and just wants to get away, but it will protect the tier 2 tower though. No, I don't think they were in a position to really capitalize on that Yellow Submarine. Yo, Aurora, even if the cookie connects, it was just to maybe put a scare into the Broodmother. Now the BKB is up to take. The blink comes in. We're going to try and go. He's going to be able to get a lot of damage out now because you get the BKB going as well. But look at the damage come through from Nightfall. He just gets deleted, Bottega. They're going to be able to go for more here. And the rest, again, he's just getting too far ahead of the rest of the team. He goes in.
And X.
Oh, yeah, onto Infernal now. And again, the damage could be replicated out. Nightfall trying to get the damage out. But the BKB here for Infernal trying to run himself away. He's going to be able to get himself out to safety. Morale. Do you think get the kill out onto Toronto Tokyo? No, BKB TP out here instead. They're going to look towards Kiyotaka. Kiyotaka trying to move himself away. Wukong's command comes out, but Sage, he's the one in danger, and they take him down. 2 heroes dead once again on Yellow Submarines. This might be... Oh, Infernal. He's already used his BKB. Has to go back for the Abyssal Blade here onto Nightfall, but Nightfall, he's fast. He's going to be able to run Infernal down. Infernal, no way out of it. It's a life drain. It's not quick enough. And Hakoda, all that means he puts himself at risk here. The webs go down. They get the strike out, and no Jakarify is going to keep you alive through this one. The chase down from Nightfall out onto Hakoda. They have the damage though with the life drain. He's going to be able to go back to full. Can he take advantage of Nightfall overextended here? They might just be able to. Yes, he goes high ground, and it costs him his life because his teammates won't be able to back him up.
And as clever as Yellow Submarine was about the previous fight, this one seemed like Bottega tossed himself to the wolves.
Or the spiders.
Yeah. The entire zoo, but the thing is that the Lycan was not nearly at the backlines yet. That felt very fragmented. And sure, you do want to have somebody to bait out those BKBs. You want to be able that to make sure that your Ember Spirit can actually play these long fights and start picking off people after the fight has spread out a little bit, but that was not it. Bottega simply can't stand the heat.
No, I don't think they realized that Disruptor had his Aghanim Scepter there too, because Bottega jumps in thinking, oh, I can pop my BKB, it's going to be fine after the fight breaks out, but as soon as he jumps, that Static Storm goes down, and Bottega, he's panicking. You know, he can't get anything off. His BKB isn't going to work because he's already been cancelled out by the Disruptor. And I think that might have been the reveal there of the Ags for Disruptor.
I think it was, yes. But at what point did you think the did you think that was going to happen? It was about time, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And looking at it now, Aurora pulling that lead back, only barely, but into their favor. How do you... Okay, it's going to be the refresher coming out for the Broodmother. Are you looking then, you know, Moonshard? Are you looking to, like, you know, full Ag's Blessing coming out for this Broodmother to build yourself up? Because she is approaching 6 item status on the Brood.
Definitely use the refresher as this is a big find.
Oh, did he pop his BKB for that?
Yes,
he did. He did. He gets caught out just on the very edge, and they might be able to go here. The creep wave, it is going to be pushing in. They can use the Chaos Knight Illusions Hakoda as well with the Nether Blast. And this might just be another range rax going in favor of Yellow Submarine. It is going to be in favor of Yellow Submarine. Mira tries to do what he can with the Thunder Goes right here. They might be able to get catch out Infernal, going that Static Storm, so they do take down the Wolf as well as the little Skeleton Boy. But what else can they do from this one? Mira going to get low to the Illusions to chase down as well from the Chaos Knight. Mira will live though. They do lose another range rax.
They lose another range rax, and that is a big buyback to spend. The only reason I think you do that is because you know Roshan is going to come back.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure you're going to want to make sure that you take it right now.
We'll see if there is going to be a contest, because there is no Lycan for 52 seconds. BKBs have been used though. On, well, 2 out of the 3 cores. Mars still has his. It's down to 6 seconds, but it is available. Arena is here as well because he's used that refresher. So let's see if you want to contest. Saush might be close. Doesn't have the multi-kisses to rain down on that Roche Pit either. So yeah, they look like they're going to be able to get it for free on the side of Yellow Submarine. No stealing coming in from the side of Yellow Submarine.
Not this time. I mean,
We haven't seen the last of him.
no good angles for Snapfire to cheekily try to snipe that one either. She does have a buyback. You could have attempted it, but it's such a high-risk play.
And you do give it to Kiyotaka, yeah. So he's used the buyback, so yeah, giving him the just the best way to keep him in the fight, keep him in the game. Looking around from Aurora, you know, what's the game plan here? Because they looked so much better in the second game compared to the first game, but they do have 2 racks down. Is it a case of keeping the pressure off your base, keeping it off the lanes, and just keep engaging on the Radiant side of the map?
The thing that they need most right now is to get some vision out, I think. Get something that you can actually engage in with, because there's still a disadvantage on the map, as you said. There's waves pushing into the base. Most of the outer towers.
Fallen Sky comes out from Bottega. BKB is going to be here early to make sure he didn't get static stormed. Can get that kill out now. The chase coming through. Can they find Mira? Mira's going to try and get the TP away, but no. They have the Abyssal Blade. They have the Yule Scepter. They overlap it, and Mira, Thunder Gods comes out. He goes back in his box. And the both supports are dead, so look at this one. Bottega. Does he have enough in the bag here to maybe... He's actually going to push out the bottom lane. Okay, yeah, there is only that one tier 2 standing. He's going to move down here, but Nightfall is down here. So let's see what they do with this one. Nightfall has that Refresher Shard too.
What Yellow Submarine needs is a pick off on the core here first, and hopefully with the
Banged up.
supports down, you get a shot in the meantime. Just being absolute bastards, proxy pushing. But the support deaths, especially into an H, is not enough.
He's going to go for the Refresher. Look at the damage coming out on Hakoda. Hakoda's going to try and get himself away. He's got his own BKB there too. The life drain comes out, but Nightfall has to run himself away. And that was a Refresher used here. Nightfall, he's already used that BKB. What can he do from this one? It looks like they want to try and fight though. The Wukong's command comes out. Ember Spirit jumps himself back. Multi Kiss is going to start to rain down. They do bait out a couple of big spells there, Yellow Submarine, from the side of Aurora.
No, they're happy as a clam. Buyback from that Zeus? That's a hero you can kill again, absolutely. Nightfall with the BKB down, making sure that the Wukongs is spent. If you keep fishing now, and I think Morel did a really good job there. Like they've stopped fishing with the Lycan and they're now fishing with the Ember Spirit again. Bait out those spells, get that information, and wait until Aurora shows somebody that you can throw the Chaos Knight on top of, for example.
Yeah. And this is the thing that I know it's only a range Rex, but these lanes will push in. You know, the
it's constant.
Super range creeps, yeah, with the wolf on the lane, because the Lycan does have his shard. So one wave is always going to have a wolf to help push them in as well. So this is going to be, like you say, it is constant pressure here that Aurora need to be aware of.
It's constant information for Yellow Submarine.
Let's see what they can do. No Wukongs for the next 10 seconds here. No BKB for 10 seconds too on the Broodmother. So do they want to try and fight around this one? As they send the Thunderhorn once again. Oh, they're going to try and go, but nobody gets caught out in the arena here. That's, again, it's another big spell to be able to pick up. Is Toronto Tokyo's? No, the Refresher Orb isn't on cooldown, so he can go back for another arena if he wants to.
Again, I like seeing plays like that, because if you catch somebody right there, that's huge.
Yeah.
And now that you don't, no real skin off his back, because a reminder, there's still an Aegis and a Cheese on Aurora.
I mean, I was just about to say, yeah, there's an Aegis on the side of Aurora, but they're the ones playing so defensively. It feels like the Aegis is still on the side of Yellow Submarine.
It does. But that's exactly also what, like, Yellow Submarine know the risk they're taking, and Aurora are trying to remind, well, actually not remind them. They would like them to forget.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, what are we going to see? Chaos Knight going towards, it's going to be the Silver Edge coming out for him. What do you get rid of? Is it finally time to get rid of the... Oh, man, there's going to be a fight breaking out here. What can he do onto Kiyotaka? Kiyotaka, the dive comes out, the arena's going to be here now as well. They're going to be able to get the kill onto side. Jakoda goes down as well, but the back lines in front of him trying to get a chase down. They might be able to get the return kill onto Mira. They do. Nightfall with the chase down. What can he do here? Again, that Refresher Orb could be coming back up in about 10 seconds. So Bottega going to be able to get that blink away, trying to get the Fallen Sky out there too. And going to be able to get away to safety. Backlines though. They caught up Morel, and Morel, he doesn't have a remnant to jump himself out to. So the Spear, they do get the kill here, and Yellow Submarine going to be down 3 heroes once again.
I mean, they didn't really catch out Morel there at all. He caught himself in. He was chasing for bonus kills on the backlines and instead gets his bluff called. That is... It is the way that Yellow Submarine has to play these fights, right? He went in again at the beginning, making sure to get the information. They find the Zeus, but they spend a hard commit on the Chaos Knight. Technically, yeah, you take out the guy without the buyback, but practically the fact that all 3 of Aurora's cores get to play the entirety of that fight unmolested and spend a jump on that is
Where did Radiant's
well,
middle tower
rough.
go?
Let's see what they want to do here. 2 heroes left. The Ember Spirit does have the buyback. Sarge going to be up in 7 seconds as well. Fortification is here for Yellow Submarine, so if they want to try and defend this high ground, are they going to be able to do it? It looks like Nightfall wants to go. There's no Aegis now, and meanwhile that's going to the bottom lane is going to push in because the creep waves as well as the wolves will be able to overwhelm, so maybe Yellow Submarine waiting for somebody to go back and try and defend that bottom lane before they try and make a move here. Panto does drop the Static Storm. Doesn't catch anyone out though. That's going to be a massive, level 25. So he's got the additional Wukong's command ring out onto Kiyotaka. They are going to be able to take down a melee Rax in the mid lane, which is going to even up this lane, or not even up, put the lane in the favor of Aurora.
Meantime, there were already illusions pushing top. Big wave pushing. Well, Yellow Submarine still have the information advantage, but this is starting to look like they gotta end it soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we'll see how they're going to try and play around this one here. Chaos Knight making a move over. He is in that smoke. He's invis. He sees a couple of couriers now as well. Oh, they're going to jump out now as well. Is that a Luxor as well? It's going to be Embers coming through. He's still... He needs to pop the BKB before he jumps, and he's going to be punished for it once again. Akoda, he's going to go down now as well, trying to go BKB TP out. Saush. Nightfall's on the chase, and yeah, this is just, again, I'm getting frustrated for him, you know? But he jumps in ahead of the rest of his team, gets caught out, no BKB going, hexed up, and killed off.
And what can you, like, what can you do? Yellow Submarine should be happy that they get to...
No fire out onto the Ember Spirit here. Ember Spirit going to get himself away. Looks like the Monkey King. They're going to be able to maybe get the kill. Wukong's command comes through. He's silenced up in that Static Storm. He's not going to be able to get the BKB, the life drain. This is actually going to the Ember Spirit. Goes on to the Monkey King. I think that was a miscast from Hakoda. Now he's going to get dragged back as well. And can he carry on going, get the kill out onto this Pugna? The Pugna is trying to do what he can with the life drain, but with 2 heroes dead already. It's going to be 3 now. It looks like Aurora should be able to open up the base. Do they try and force out buybacks? Maybe put pressure onto the tier 4s.
Radiant's middle barracks.
You're going to force these buybacks for sure.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle barracks have fallen.
They do have at least the Zeus in the top lane, because he tried to defend, and the Spirit comes back. Chaos Knight comes back now as well. There's a remnant down here. But backlines, they might be able to find out South. Now the BKB comes out. What's he going to be able to do against Kiyotaka? It's going to be a lot of damage on. They get the kill onto Kiyotaka. Can they carry on going now as well? Maybe get the lockdown onto Nightfall. They actually go out for Panto first. South will die. Yoseta out onto the Broodmother. Broodmother though, there's going to be the BKB, but there isn't the Abyssal Blade out, so he's going to be so locked. Locked down, killed off. Okay, Yellow Submarine, they turn it around. Infernal, he's still on the chase, looking for Toronto, Tokyo. Toronto, Tokyo, gonna have that Blink Dagger up in 5 seconds. They don't carry on going that way. Roshan, it will respawn in the next 15 seconds.
And the Monkey King doesn't have a buyback here either. Doesn't have the money for it. So there is actually no way that Aurora contests whatever happens now. I do think it is going to be the Roche, because the waves for the first time in forever are all on the Radiant side, so no immediate rush down into the base, I don't think. But that will cost you the Aegis.
Oh, I mean, they've stole it once. Let's see if they can make it happen twice.
That would be a lot of buybacks. You do not have an outpost to TP onto. That's easy. No shenanigans this time.
Okay, let's see that. I mean, Aurora, they still have a 13k. Well, once this Roshan goes down, it's probably going to be about 11,000 gold advantage though. So they have been able to pull this game back in their favor, and we're getting to the point where the tier 5s are starting to come up for everybody else. So we are 7 minutes away from that one. Let's see if Aurora can hold on to that and hold on to this game in general.
That is a large army heading into the base.
The Lord's Wrath comes out. The BKBs are back up, at least for
Dyer's middle
Bottega.
barracks.
Is it up? I mean, M-Spirit has that Aegis now as well.
Let's split their forces here. With that. Ancient Granite Golem on the mid-racks. Leaders on the bot racks. Aurora unwilling to engage for either.
Yeah, and like you were talking about, the proxy push coming out here for Yellow Submarine, they don't even need to commit heroes to this one. They will be able to take that full lane of racks in the mid lane from that. The Zeus is pushing out the top. so they're not going to be able to get that second full lane out, as Mira will TP himself back. But it is, again, this game way closer than I thought it was going to be half an hour ago. You know what I mean?
Double damage empowers me.
Yeah, the possibility was always there, even in the previous game, right? As long as the enemy team gives solid opposition, you really have to...
Tega, gonna be hexed up. Did he get a jump? Did he have enough damage as well to get the kill out? They will be able to. Stat Storm comes out, and again, playing alone, no vision. They get the catch out, they get the kill off. They want to try and fight this yellow submarine. He's got no buyback.
They have to...
It's on cooldown. They're going to try and fight this one. Infernal, he might be able to get the kill into Panto. They do. Wukon's command comes out, trying to get out of the range of this one, but Panto buys back. They know they can get, if they can get the kill out onto Morel twice here, Aegis will be popped. They should be able to. The refresh as well from BKB coming out for. Do they get Spear out as well onto the Ember Spirit? They do. Lockdown, but the life drain coming through from Hakoda. So they change targets here. Refresh from Kyo attack, and there's going to be the bash out on Hakoda, but Hakoda going to live a little bit longer. The Ember Spirit trying to get himself away to safety. Savage buys back now as well. They should be able to get the pickup onto Pugna. Pugna, it's going to take a little bit of time, but he will go down to deaths. They've got all 5 heroes up on the side of Aurora. This is where they can look to end the game.
No doubt it will. Look at that. Rapier purchased as well. And once again, oh, you put the Aegis on your Ember Spirit because that is your order of operations. He gives the information. He baits out the BKBs. He baits out the Hexes. And then you go in afterwards
Where did
with the
Radiant's
CK. But
power go?
they backed off as if it's still mid-game.
They're going to get punished for this. He can't get out the connected wall yet. He's got no BKB to get the kill out onto the Ember Spirit, and this is going to be a second game going the way of Aurora. You can see that the Lycan's going to try and do the best he can, but the GG's already been called here. Infernal, he's just, it's going to be a little bit of time before the game ends. Wants to keep his fingers busy, and Aurora